Okay, here is my lesson today about midpoint and the distance formula with my husband and son, so it should be entertaining. Okay, so you just watched a video about the NFL, right? And they talked about how whenever you have a football player here and another one coming across the field trying to tackle the guy with the ball, that you have to know this distance right here. That player needs to know it to be able to figure out how fast and how much room that they need to be able to run. And of course now we have a cat, a distraction. So everybody quit looking at the cat and pay attention to the teacher. So we know that we have this line right here, and it starts at point 10 and ends at the point 50. Can somebody tell me what the 1 represents in the 10?
The player trying to tackle the...
Not the player. What does it represent on my coordinate plane? It's an Algebra 1 question. You can do it. What does this represent right here? What value is it?
It's the...
+1?
Yeah.
It is a +1, but ordered pair, son.
Ordered pair stands for 0, 1, I think.
No, 1, 0. Oh. And what does it stand for? My X movement and my
Y movement.
So it stands for a ordered pair, X, Y, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I start my line right here and I end my line right here, but can I count how long that line is?
No, not without multiplying together.
Without doing a whole lot of stuff. It's not real easy to do, right?
You just look at it and figure it out.
Yeah, so what they used was Pythagorean theorem, but we're going to use Pythagorean theorem here out of the distance formula. We'll get to Pythagorean theorem and triangles later on, okay? So the distance formula, everybody see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it says that distance equals what? Read that to me, Justin.
Distance equals square root of x squared minus x1.
Mm-hmm. X squared. Is that x squared, Mr. Keithley?
No.
No, what is it? X.
The second. I don't know.
It's x sub 2 minus x sub 1, and all of that is squared, plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1, and all of that is squared.
Yeah.
Okay? So whenever I'm looking at x sub 2 and x sub 1, what does that mean?
It's like the first coordinate and the second coordinate in one of them, and then the first coordinate and the second coordinate in the other.
Okay, so this is my first coordinate. What is this going to be?
That's going to be x sub 1.
X sub 1. Okay. What is going to be x sub 2?
0 in the first set.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Oh, I mean the y1.
Yeah, it's going to be y1 up here.
Yeah.
I'm going to use blue to make my comma because it always confuses me. Y sub 1. Now, what is this one going to be?
It's going to be x sub 2 and y sub 2. Gosh.
X sub 2 and y sub 2.
Yeah.
You're getting it confused now. See, that's a huge thing there, guys. You just came out of Algebra 1. You have to be able to tell me what the x and y coordinate is. Yesterday, we plotted points. We looked at different things on the graph. You have to be able to use that stuff. So now I have this distance formula, and I am wanting to find the distance of this line between this point and this point. We have already decided this is my point 1 and this is my point 2. And can somebody tell me how can I have x's and x's and y's and y's?
Because that's the way you have to do it to be able to add them or
Okay.
subtract them the right way and make the formula work correct.
Because it's 2 different points, right? Yeah. Is that what you're trying to get at?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm just going to substitute into my distance formula. Is everybody ready? Okay, so I'm going to take the square root. I am going to go ahead and fill out my parentheses. And I want somebody to raise their hand. Oh, there's only Justin. To help me fill this out. What am I going to put in here? Use the numbers, not the letters.
I'm going to put x sub 1 and x sub 2 in the first one.
I know, but where at? Which one's coming first? Which one's coming second? Tell me the numbers for it.
Oh, well.
Okay.
I mean, you're going to put 1, x sub 1, the number 1 right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I'm looking at the formula and I don't see that.
Oh.
What am I going to put? Come on.
You're going to put the 5 first.
Okay, I'm going to put 5 here. What goes here? Hurry up, let's get through this now.
1, 1, 1.
1. What's here?
And then that's the 4. That's the 0 over there.
And that's the 0.
Yes.
Okay. So now let's do the math. Help me out, Justin. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally tells me to do what first?
Do the parentheses first.
Parentheses. Tell me what it is.
So it's 4 parentheses.
4.
It's going to be parentheses around that 4
Okay.
plus 4 again because
Uh-huh.
0 does nothing.
Okay, now I want to be really careful here because if I add those two together, what do I get?
8 and the square root of 8 is 4.
And no, it's
No,
not.
it's 2 or I don't know.
Yeah, so we got to be really careful here. We do simplify this to being radical 8, but can you make that? Can you simplify that?
Yeah.
How?
You square root of 8.
What's the square root of 8?
Probably 4.
Okay, I have to find a perfect square in 8,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I can change 8 into 4 times 2. Do you agree?
I sure do, yes.
And so what's the square root of 4?
It's 2. We already talked about it, I think.
Yeah. And then, can I do anything with that radical 2?
What are you talking about, the radical?
Because, see, I have a 4 here that I took the square root of.
Yeah.
What about this 2? Can I do anything with it?
I don't.
I have to leave it, right?
Yeah.
I can't take it out of the radical. I can't get rid of it. So now I know the distance of this line is 2 radical 2. Yeah, that's confusing still, right?
It is. Yeah.
That is why we have to use this formula, because we cannot count up what that is. No, we can't visually see it. We can't count it up. We have to use the formula, and the formula is one of those givens that we get given in geometry, and we have to use the formula to be able to calculate that. Okay, thank you.